back to the laziest caveman on Mars.
Welcome back to Bonk's Adventure.
He's got a huge head.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Welcome to Bonk's Adventure.
His mother must be in... She must have died.
I didn't even think about that. Especially if that's proportionate to their actual size of the body.
Oh, yeah. So, this is game.
This is I'm sorry, Bill. This is a truly screwed up looking game so far.
Well, what we're doing, folks, is we are doing 10 days of cold plays.
Yep.
To celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the channel.
Yep.
And we've decided to start with Bonk's Adventure.
On the PC Engine.
And these are going to be true cold plays. These are going to be games that we have never played before.
I'll be honest, some of these I've never even heard of before.
Yeah, I was going to say,
like Bonk's Adventure, I've never heard of that.
We tried to pick games that we kind of heard of but never played.
You failed, Bill. I've never heard of this one before.
Well, I've heard of it.
Okay, well, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be playing it. What the hell is that?
I should probably get into the damn
Yeah, let's get into this. Is already taking too long.
Yeah, we're way behind schedule.
The viewer, myself, has already clicked off this video.
Alright, so this is a little bit weird. The jump and the... Okay, yeah, the jump and the attack button are a little... And that button does nothing. Okay. So, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here, folks.
Well, when you first told me about this game, I will be honest, I downloaded it, and to make sure that it worked, I fired it up. And I noticed that when you land on somebody, if you're holding down the headbutt button, you'll actually, get some height or something. Or it'll do something, I don't know.
Onions. Your favorite,
Alright, so
Mike.
at least it's somewhat intuitive. I'm actually figuring all this out on the fly.
Well, there's vegetables in the game, which automatically means this is a terrible game.
Oh, stupid lizard.
Got bit by the crocodile.
Now, I remember seeing ads for this, in Game Pro and all that back in the day. And just oh well, I guess that's whatever that TurboGrafx 16 game is.
See, and that's the weird thing. Growing up, I knew about the TurboGrafx 16. Wow, that's weird.
What the fuck? I don't like that guy.
But I never seen one in the stores, or at least not for sale. You know, you've seen Super Nintendos and Genesis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Didn't really see a TurboGrafx 16 at all. But there was one place.
Apparently I ate meat and I'm pissed now.
There was one place that I used to go and traverse to be able to rent games and everything, and they actually had, it wasn't a huge selection, but they had just a handful of TurboGrafx 16 games that you could rent. But they never had any systems that you could rent, so I never...
Whoa!
Oh, that's kind of cool.
This is nuts!
I never got a chance to even rent one of these systems to see what it was about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to me, it was it might as well have just been a foreign system that was in a country that I was never gonna go to.
Yeah, to me it was almost like vaporware, because you heard of it, you kind of see stuff here and there, I've seen games available to rent, but without actually seeing a system, knowing anybody that had a system, it's just
it's like the Neo Geo.
Yeah.
You heard about it, but you never saw it.
But you never seen one, yeah. And even if I had seen one, I mean, who the fuck could afford,
Yeah, exactly.
$800 for a system, $200 for each game.
Oh, he's got a mouth like a fucking piano.
Yeah, broken piano keys.
Alright, so keep hitting the button to climb.
What, the jump button?
Yeah, with your teeth. Oh, this game is weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can see why this was kind of like a flagship title for the,
I do not see why this would have been a flagship title.
It's not bad, actually. I mean, it looks kind of dumb, but it somewhat controls okay. And, I don't know, there's stuff going on with it. Ooh.
You just ate somebody.
Oh man, and I'm Crazy Franken caveman now again.
Well, just go. Just don't fuck around. This would be the time to go.
Gotta get the dragon coins, Mike.
You're just gonna fuck off and die.
Oh, you know me so well. Oh no!
You're fucking off and dying.
I'm certain all the diehard Bonk fans out there are you're doing it all wrong. What are you doing, dummy?
I guarantee you there's no diehard Bonk fans.
And I guarantee they're not watching this video if they're out there.
Yeah, because, I mean, nobody had a TurboGrafx 16. It was one of those things that was just, you heard about. Yeah. Nobody had one. That's why they weren't very popular over here in the U.S.
I don't know. You know what's funny is, like, I used to think the same thing about the Sega Genesis, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Well, granted, you got to remember, I was a kid at the time.
And you lived in the UP.
No, actually, this was when I lived downstate.
You actually lived downstate?
Yeah, very briefly for like 6 months.
Where?
I'm trying to remember where the hell it was. It was over on the east side of the state. It was, I know I went to school in Clinton.
So what got you guys to the UP then?
Well, we lived there. We originally lived in the UP.
Okay.
And then my parents moved downstate for like about half a year.
And then they hated it and went back up to the woods.
Well, what it was is they were going to buy a restaurant with some family friends. And the restaurant just didn't work out. So, like, we moved downstate, we owned a restaurant for like about 6 months, and then my parents were basically like, nah, we're just gonna get out of the restaurant business. They sold off their half to the other parties, and...
Don't blame them, people suck.
Well, the funny thing was, is it wasn't so much that, the restaurant business was bad. It was actually pretty good. It was just that the, at least, I mean, granted, I was a kid at the time, so I was... The hell's... Oh, there we go. All right. Literally had to bonk him in the head. Oh no, hot lava. Oh wait, no,
That would probably be stomach acid.
Yeah.
Actually, that looks like the doohingy thing that's in the back of your mouth.
Yeah, the
Whatever that's called, yeah.
That's called your uvula.
Oh, that sounds dirty.
Yeah, that sounds like the thing that girls have that guys don't have.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's the vulva.
No, a lot of guys I know have vulvals. At least I take it back. No guys I know personally have vulvals.
No. Vulva is women's genitalia. Volvo is a car brand.
Yeah, yeah, they're both one and the same, in my opinion.
One is Swedish, and the other's a mystery.
I give up.
I think Nick has a Volvo, doesn't he?
I think he does.
Alright, I can't get in there.
That's what he said. She lets everybody else in there.
Yeah, everyone but Nick.
But Nick can't get in there.
Oh, Cuckoldus
no.
can't get in there. Oh, I died.
You lost all your hearts.
Oh, no.
No, you just don't have the heart for this, Bill.
There's no... Yeah, this is where we live now.
What, really?
Yeah, apparently so.
So, you can't resurrect.
Oh, wait, no, okay, you hit start and you come back.
I was going to say you can't resurrect.
I shouldn't make fun of Nick. The poor boy's had a bad time.
He has had a bad time. He's learning some valuable life lessons right about now.
Yeah.
In fact, the lessons he's learning, who knows, we might actually see him again on the show one of these days.
Oh, I'm not going to hold my breath,
I'm not
especially
holding
with
my
all
breath.
the shit we're talking about.
No, I'm not holding my breath either.
He's going to be like, those guys are mean to me again. Boo.
But you know, he might actually get his balls back.
I believe it when I see it.
I don't know. I'm sure whenever she comes and gets her shit, maybe she'll leave him his. We'll find out. So we're learning a lot on this show today, folks. We're learning that there's not much of a difference between a vulva and a volvo.
We learned that the TurboGrafx 16 existed.
Yep, the TurboGrafx 16 was a thing.
You got to admit, Mike, like, you got to remember, this is about the same time that the Super Nintendo and the Sega were out. Mm-hmm. I would say that this is on par.
You got to remember, this was also going up against Super Mario World at the same time.
This was at the same time as Super Mario World?
Yeah. If it was out on the TurboGrafx 16 and Super Nintendo was out, guarantee you Super Mario World was a thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Super Mario World was launch title.
Yeah, so there's I'm sorry, but this would not compare.
Yeah, it wouldn't compare, but I think it would be not terrible. I could definitely see where like Sonic and Mario had the edge on this. But I'm just saying, this doesn't look that bad.
It's not terrible.
Nah. I mean, it honestly, it plays fine. And it's got like a gimmick, and basically it's like your whole thing is just headbutting. But it works.
And I will be honest, I do like the animations of the sprites.
Yeah.
You know, like that enemy right there does not look bad.
Oh, and we also learned that I lived downstate briefly.
Oh, yeah. Your parents, they lived where the woods were, and then they decided to move towards civilization. Hated civilization and waiting on people, and they're like, fuck this, I'm gonna go live in some trees.
You know what the funny thing is? Where we lived was basically woods.
Yeah.
Downstate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We kind of lived in the middle of nowhere.
So you left some woods to go to woods?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe that's why your restaurant business didn't really pan out like you were hoping.
No, hey, you know, like I said, the restaurant business wasn't bad. It was just the partnership that we had going on.
Okay. I was just thinking you can't feed trees.
No, the other parties were just...
Douchebags?
I wouldn't say that. Yeah. I mean, what am I worried about? Like, heck, I think they're dead now. But,
Oh no, you're out of hearts again.
yeah, I know.
Almost.
I'm trying to tell a story here, and I'm getting my ass handed to me.
Oh, he just lost his other horn.
This is a tough boss, I'm not going to lie.
He's looking sickly. I know, and this is only Road 1.
Yeah.
And this is inside a tortoise, of all things. I mean, could you imagine what this poor bastard ate?
He apparently ate this, like, handicapped dinosaur.
And it's still alive, too. That's the sad thing.
The Derpysaurus.
The Derpysaurus.
With him being alive and moving around this much, I bet you that tortoise has got one hell of a stomachache.
Hell yeah, he does.
No wonder,
Oh, wow, we got
Wiki
him.
warning.
no wonder he opened... Oh, well,
What the fuck?
He's emo.
He turned all emo, and now he's talking...
Now
he's turning Japanese.
It's Chinko Chinko.
Yeah, sorry, folks. We couldn't find an American version of this game, apparently.
I didn't even look, I'll be honest.
We just well, to be fair, like, the title's in English, just about everything else is in English.
Yeah. But no, I honestly, I didn't spend 2 seconds looking for a translated version.
Level 2.
Well, it was also one of those things where it's like, you didn't really want to spoil what we were getting into.
Right, yeah.
Ooh, cacti.
When it comes to these skull plays, I did not want to...
And that was the thing, like, what we were talking about, like, with what we were doing with the 10 days of cold plays, is we wanted to do cold plays that were actual cold plays.
Yeah, the less we know about these games going in, the better.
Yeah.
So even,
Like, essentially, we've heard of them. But
yeah, downloading the ROMs and stuff, if we played anything, it was just more or less just making sure the game worked, and that's it.
Yeah.
As soon as it loaded up and, okay, yep, I'm hearing sound, I'm seeing video, get the hell back out of this thing. We don't want to know anything.
Ooh.
Hey, you can attack that.
Ah! Stupid nerd dinosaur.
Pterosaurus with sunglasses.
I want to fucking knock the books out of his hand and steal his lunch money.
You were just a bully.
Look at the yellow sunglasses.
The funny thing is like, I was actually bullied a lot in school.
Me too.
What, you?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you seem like you would have been Mr. Popularity in school.
Oh, I was anything but popular in
What?
school. You had the jocks, and then you had me.
That was the only... Those were the only groups in the whole school.
Yeah, well, it was a small school. I mean,
Not to be fair, yeah.
my graduating class had 6 people.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You went to, like, a private school, didn't you?
Yeah. And like, yeah, everybody else was like, they could do stuff, you know, they could play basketball, they could, you know, play volleyball, they could do this, they could do that. I played video games, and since I was the only one at the school with a Nintendo, that made me pretty unpopular.
Wait, that made you unpopular?
That made me unpopular.
That's kind of funny, because, like, at my school, like, only the cool kids had Nintendos.
I was the only one with a Nintendo, so therefore, since I was unpopular in school and I had a Nintendo, that automatically made the Nintendo
Unpopular?
kind of unpopular.
Oh, big meat.
Well, at least you didn't have a TurboGrafx 16, then they'd have really beaten you up.
All right. Yeah, nobody beat me up, they just made fun of me.
You know, to be fair, I don't think anyone really beat me up all that often either. They just made fun of me a lot.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Actually, God, I want to say that there was one time where someone beat me up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Actually, now I'm thinking about, it was in high school.
Really?
Yeah, some guy pushed me down a fucking flight of stairs.
Wow. No, the closest I ever got to like getting, say, beat up or something like that is we were playing. It was in the gymnasium, and this was not sanctioned by the teachers or anything like that. This was just our own free time and everything, and we had some time to kill. We had hockey sticks, and we had a puck, and we started playing like street hockey in the gymnasium. Except as high schoolers were like a full contact,
Yeah.
None of this touch thing or anything.
Oh, yeah.
And I was by.
You're not Volvos.
Yeah, I was by the goalpost. I wasn't the goalie or anything, but I was right by the goalpost. I was kind of defending and stuff, and there was a door to the gymnasium right behind me. And one of the kids, one of our classmates, Josh Bogart, he comes from the other team, and all of a sudden I'm right there by the door. He full checks me like I go through the door.
Way to totally dox your bully, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but Josh is cool though. He was cool. But no, I mean he full checks me like just right out the fucking door. I'm on my back outside the school, and it's like, okay, it's on. I go back into the gym. I never could get the fucker.
Oh, he couldn't get the heart. Oh.
He never came back around me ever since. He gave me that one check, and then he was done.
Oh, hey, well, actually, there's a good one. Did you ever have someone that, like, you hated in high school and, like, you never got along with? And then eventually you met them later on in life and, like, you guys got along really good?
Actually, that kind of, I'll be honest, that happened on our senior trip.
Really?
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of, they were all jacks, they all, everybody was really good at sports and stuff. I didn't really play sports, they all ran and shit, They, of course, some of theirs were private schools, so a lot of them have money, and, our parents never really had money. My dad went
Oh, yeah, that's right, because, private school, probably everyone was rich, but I know your dad went without.
My dad went without. So you got these jacks, where they're coming from money and everything, and, winter comes around and everybody gets to go to the ski resort, and, they're hanging out and they're doing, I think that's a game over.
I think that's you fucked up.
Yeah, that's a game over.
Oh, man. Want to give it a shot?
I'll give it a shot.
All right.
Oh, continue. Look at that.
Oh, hey, there you go.
So anyway,
There's a can.
I'll do as good as I can while still talking.
All right. It's easy peasy, Mike.
All right, so that's jump, that's headbutt. Okay. So anyway, oh wow, you can't touch the cactus?
No, the cactus is lava.
Oh, I thought that was just background.
Nope.
You can punch the hell out of those Nerdosaurus Rexes.
I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that guy will fuck you up.
They're all fucking me up.
Man, you're getting your ass kicked, Mike.
Oh my god, you should not have handed me the controller. Oh my god, these Nerdosaurus. Oh no!
Oh man, it's like high school all over again, Mike.
It is.
They checked you with that hockey stick.
Yep. No, but anyway. Oh, that's right. You gotta hit start. All right, so they just home on ya.
Yeah. They're dickheads. I hate them.
They are. They're just following me around and shit. So you gotta deal with them, otherwise you're just stuck dealing with them.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Oh wow, oh, you can really jump off that. Oh my god, no, you should not have handed me. Look at that.
I was gonna say this is a disaster, Mike.
If I get to a continue, you're getting the controller back. This was your choice of a game anyway. Well, what's that? Okay, that's the okay.
Yeah, you gotta hit jump when you're. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I got food.
Now you're angry Bonk.
All right, but you're not invincible, obviously.
Nope. Hell no.
Well, that sucks. So we're just gonna. If they're gonna follow me, I'm just gonna run.
So I guess my point earlier that I totally got away from was.
Oh no.
I thought the Sega Genesis was this rare system that nobody had when I was younger.
Dang it!
Because no one I knew owned one.
All right, that's got you written all over it, Bill.
All right,
So
I
anyway-
guess I'll do this.
Yeah, so anyway, going back to my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Now that I'm not playing. Our school was really cliquey. Although that said, I mean, there was only really 2 cliques. Either you're smart and you're a jack player, or you're me. And so anyway, fast forward to where it's senior year. We ended up going to Chicago for the week, and we ended up doing things like going to like Six Flags and shit like that. Well, I ended up getting with one of the guys that nobody was really nasty or anything. It's just we just didn't we weren't really best buds or anything like that.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of roomed together, except I get stuck with this one kid. I won't dox anybody
I'm
anymore.
playing like Mike here.
But this one kid and I, Jeff, we get a room together. The only one thing we really got in common is I've got a Nintendo. He had an Atari 2600. And during high school, he wanted to see what the Nintendo was like. I never really got to see what the Atari was like, so we ended up trading systems for like a week.
Huh.
After a week, it was like, okay, I'm ready to get my Nintendo back. This thing is terrible.
Yeah. Boy, did he make out like a bandit on this deal.
Right? But, anyway, it's once again, 6 students. So we ended up going down to, Chicago. We take a van.
Yeah.
And our chaperone used to live in Chicago, so they kind of know what's down there and stuff. And he was like, well, whatever you guys want to do, you let us know. We know our way around. We'll take you wherever you want to go. So on the way down, Jeff and I were in the back of the van. I brought my guitar, and it's in my bag, and I start reassembling the guitar and everything. And the guy that was taking us was our music teacher. He looks in the rearview mirror. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you could play guitar, Mike." I'm like, "Yeah." And as soon as he was really cool,
I was going to say, you're pretty secretive about your music talents.
well, the thing is as soon as he sees the electric guitar in the back of the van, and he didn't say jack shit about it, but all of a sudden Jeff, because he brought his, he pulls his out of his bag and everything. We got the 2 guitars in the back of the van, and nobody really cared. Well, the cool thing is we go down there, and at that point, you take away the school environment, and then all of a sudden everybody was kind of like on an even keel.
Oh yeah,
we were just there. Everybody was having fun there. There was no jocks. There was no,
Yeah, you're just all in the same boat.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat. I mean, we would all have fun throughout the day, and then when the day would end, we would all end up in the pool area, because they had a obviously the pool and the hot tub. We would all be in the hot tub, and we'd actually just start singing not karaoke, but acapella and shit. I mean, it was just, I don't know, that was the one time that it's like it didn't, we're in high school and it didn't fucking matter. Everybody just got along. It didn't matter, whose parents had money, or who was what, or what your interests were. It was just, everything was just cool. And then even coming back from that trip, it kind of stayed like that for the remainder of the year. It wasn't, I don't know. It was just different after that.
I was going to say, Jackie, that's kind of how you met your best friend, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, she went to a private school, too.
Oh, okay.
I went to a charter school. It was a public charter school. And my friend Amanda, when we first met, we didn't get along, but we were on a school trip. I think it was the Denver trip.
Colorado?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because she went to not a private school, but they went to Denver and shit.
I was gonna say that's actually pretty cool.
I know, that's an awesome trip.
Yeah.
I was in the school band.
Okay.
So, and I played bass clarinet, she played flute. And the school bunked us together. It was like, okay, we'll try to get along. And we ended up being best friends after that.
Oh, you fuckface.
Like during the trip, were you guys like, roommates or anything like that, or?
Yeah, we shared a hotel room.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got to talking. We realized we had a lot of common, and we became best friends after that. We're still friends now.
You know what that reminds me of? Like back in the day, I was on this trivia league, and there was this guy, man, the biggest asshole you have ever fucking met. And we had to go to Detroit, and we had to share a hotel room together. And I didn't like the guy, but after sharing a room with him for like a night, we went out, we had some drinks, we did some karaoke. We actually ended up getting along.
I remember that. You had White Russians and shit like that. I do remember that night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's funny as hell. It's like the other day, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
No, I remember the White Russians.
Yeah. And I was singing I Touched Myself, and you kept insisting that I was touching myself.
you were touching yourself.
I was not. Someone was touching me. It was not me.
No, you were touching yourself on the stage while you were singing that song.
I think you're making shit up, honestly.
But no, it's just kind of weird how life works out that way. People that you don't get along with, or
Oh, yeah.
you normally wouldn't spend, give a second look. All of a sudden you spend a little bit of time with that person. You actually get to know them. It kind of changes things a little bit.
I know when I was in high school, there was a guy that I knew. I think he was a grade he was a grade below me. And I didn't like the guy. We just never got along. And I remember when I was working on the ships, I came back one season and I saw his name on the board. For basically who's on the crew.
Okay.
And I was just like, fuck. Because I knew this guy. He's like he was a huge douchebag. And no, actually, we ended up becoming like really good friends. Although, again, it was one of those situations where it's like we're not in school. We're just both kind of doing the same job. And, we spent a lot of time in the bars together. So it is kind of weird when you take yourself out of the whole school situation,
Yeah. Well, it's probably our viewers, too.
Yeah.
Oh, two of them. Because, there's all these channels that are on YouTube that are, like, really good. And then they come across this channel. It's like, here's all these,
Here's these old jackasses.
Yeah, here's these old jackasses. They shouldn't even be alive. But yet here they are playing games and stuff. And most people are smart enough to turn off the channel. But, for the ones that stuck around, they're like, once you actually get to know these losers, they're actually okay.
Well, heck, even like some apparently like Chris for some reason.
Which is weird because we barely like Chris.
I was gonna say, Chris is one of those guys. It's like it's a struggle to like the guy.
Actually, he is very likable. It's just, oh my God, how much can you listen to about a Jeep before you just want to change the channel?
It's like, because if there is anyone out there who's like listening to us besides you,
besides me,
I guarantee they're like, these people have friends.
I know, it's crazy. That's why we are our own friends.
Yeah, pretty much. We're the only ones who can tolerate each other.
Yeah, nobody else will friend us.
Well, hell, we drove all the other ones away.
Yeah, Chris had to go to prison to get away from us.
And poor Cuckolas,
Yeah, Nick won't even come down anymore. He'd rather do his nuts to this.
He'd rather not get laid.
Yeah.
Well, not that he was getting laid down here, but he wasn't getting laid up there either. So.
Nope. But that said, if you are out there and you are listening, we are taking friend requests. Submit your application. Put in a comment that you would like to send us or you'd like us to send you an application to become our friend.
Oh man.
We might even let you on the YouTube every now and then.
I'm actually surprised that we're still going on this game.
I know. You haven't. This would have been game over, and this video would have been done in 10 minutes if you gave it to me.
Ooh.
Oh, this might be game over.
That's
right
game.
here.
All right.
All right. Well.
And you know what? Even if it ain't game over, I'm calling it game over.
Yeah.
Well, we tried Bonk's Adventure.
Yeah, that's Bonk's Adventure.
Mm-hmm. It's Pithecamp.
I can't even pronounce that.
Yeah. It's
Pithecanthropus computerus. Computerus.
And that's why it pays to be married to a smart person, folks.
Thank you.
All right, end of the episode.
end of the episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and have a good day, everyone.
And tune in tomorrow for another Coldplay.
Yeah, we might learn more. We learned a lot this episode.
Yeah, we did.